Hi, I'm Kat. I guess if I end up posting this will be Flosstube #1, and it would be an intro Flosstube, but we'll see how I end up feeling about this, or if I feel like I'm way too awkward to do this, because when I feel very awkward, I can't stop smiling and moving, like I'm jittery right now. But so my name is Kat. I am in my I'm 33. I don't know what early mid 30s, whatever that is. I have done crafty things my whole life. I really love art. And I started cross stitching, I want to say like 3 years ago, because I like the whole pixelization of cross stitch, and I was doing other crafts that involve that, but they are not portable, so I decided to try cross stitch and realized that it was way more entertaining and way more fun than previous crafts, because I love the ability to for something to be so portable. And you know, if I'm not the one driving, which a lot of the times I'm not, at least not during the day, like I end up being the nighttime driver if I'm like driving somewhere with my boyfriend, because I don't like looking at my phone in the darkness. It makes me really sick, so I'm a much better nighttime driver. But cross stitch doesn't make me sick. I don't know. But so I guess I found a lot of Facebook groups, and ended up, you know, just kind of like looking and seeing, and like I really enjoy it, probably more than my boyfriend would like, because I like to do a lot of it. I'm very slow, so it's not like I get a lot done. No way. I do not have like tons of finishes. I just have a ton of things I start, and then, you know, I see something else that's very shiny and bright and awesome, and then I need that. And then I also have this thing where I enjoy the act of collecting patterns. So like I have some patterns that I've bought that I have yet to do anything with, and I have a list of patterns that I really want that I have no time for. So right now it is November 6th, and we're, you know, less than 2 months away from Christmas, and I've decided that I am not going to stitch things that are for myself. I'm going to try to stitch little gifts. The issue with that is that I I didn't keep things like same size, so I could finish one, which I have one of 2 little smalls for my mother-in-law, and I can finish that in like a couple hours, because it's teeny, and I'll show it in a sec. But then I picked out a different pattern for my father-in-law, and it is like 200 by almost 200 squares. So yeah, 2 completely different sizes, and with that comes like a level of frustration, because if you miscount even once, which I did, thankfully I found it really early, but it's so irritating. I hate messing up. And his is one color. I'm just doing 310, and that also kind of makes me a little tired, and then I end up not picking it up as often. It's just, you know, you get bored. but I have such a time crunch. And so like I have one for him. I have two for her, my mother-in-law, one of which is done. I've done the one for my brother-in-law. I have 1, 2, 3 planned for my mom, all smalls, but I haven't started them. And I have a rather large one that I planned for my sister, which I had owed her for last Christmas, and I hadn't started it. And I was like, oh, I have all year to do this. And I didn't do it. I have this medium-ish, large, small project that I want to do for my niece. And I'm working on something for my boyfriend, but it's not like holiday related. I really have to think of, he's so hard. Like I want to do something corny yet sweet. And then of course, because I don't have enough projects on my list of things, because I know I'm forgetting some as I'm thinking about it. If I don't have enough, I've now decided that I want to do a cross stitch. So a backstory before I like immediately dive into it, so that makes more sense. I am an LPN. I work in the state of New York, and I work for an endocrinologist. We have this cute little department where it's 3 endocrinology doctors, 4 nurses, and you know, I've been there for 3 years. I decided last minute, because I feel this is last minute because I have so many things already on my plate, so clearly last minute. I've decided that I want to do one for him, for the doctor I work for, and I'm like debating on, like I have the saying I want, but I can't decide if I want to make a little Stitch People version of him with the saying, because I do have the Stitch People book, or if I just want to make the saying, which is, so this is how corny I am. Okay, I'm corny, but it's okay. So you know how people say, you the man. So my doctor is Orthodox Jew. He's an Orthodox Jew. And so he knows Hebrew. He can, you know, read, all that kind of stuff. He doesn't really know Yiddish, which is what this word is, but everyone knows this word when you're Jewish and like in that community that he's in. And it's mensch. And mensch is like a man of high honor. So because I'm corny, I want to do a little saying that says, you the mensch. I know, it's like so stupid, but it makes me laugh, so I have to do it now. And it hasn't arrived yet, but I saw this person destashing on Facebook, and I got picked out a bunch of little books and patterns and stuff. And one of the books is actually a book with Jewish, like little ornaments or sayings and stuff like that. And his mom, who's in her 80s, she does cross stitch. So she stitches the challah bread towels that you put over. And she's still doing that, and you know, even at her age. So I saw that one and I was like, let me pick it up, and then I'll just give that to him for Hanukkah as well. But so now I'm in that pickle where I'm like, well, if I give my doctor a stitch, shouldn't I give the other 2 doctors stitches too? But then I'm like, I don't even have time to make kits. Okay, so here I am ranting. Okay. But yeah, so that's the plan, is to at least have his the saying. But if I can find time and design him from the book, I'll do a little Stitch People version of him right in there too. Yeah, we'll see. It makes me laugh. So I guess I can start with some things that I am working on. Okay, so this is a project that I was working on. I was very behind on this little Halloween stitch along. And then when I decided that no more projects were going to be worked on for me until I completed my Christmas projects, I just kind of let this fall by the wayside. it's very fun. I just, priorities, you know? But so it was the Story Stitches Nightmare Before Christmas. I barely got the boxes done because I had messed up, miscounted. That was a whole ordeal because I had to redo everything. And then I decided that I was just going to go in the order that I wanted to do them in. So, you know, Jack, Zero, Pumpkin King. I did the little duck. And then I did Oogie Boogie, but I did them as a burlap sack. And then, like, you know, they were all coming out so quick, rapid fire. I mean, every day. And I just, and there's like a whole top that goes on this. But I realized if I dedicated the time to this, I could get it done, yes. But right now, it shouldn't be my priority. So I am working on other things. And I mean, the good thing is that I've picked out patterns for people that I know they will enjoy. But for the most part, it's patterns that I enjoy as well. So it's like a bonus. You know, I get to stitch something and then it leaves. Because I don't have a lot of wall space. This wall is deceiving. There's wall space on here. That's pretty much the only wall in my house that has wall space. My walls are covered in pops and pictures and all that kind of stuff. But so the project I just brought this to work this past week because I was focusing on other things is the one that I'm doing for my father-in-law that I messed up on and I had to fix. So I got frustrated, but I started again, or not started, but I picked it up again. So this one is a pattern that I got off of a Facebook group that I'm in. And it is a Tom Petty stitch. So it says, but I'll stand my ground and I won't back down. And then this top part here is Tom Petty. So finally finished this side after I had miscounted and everything was thrown off. I'm gonna start just outlining the top where his face is so that I know I can just fill that in and I don't have to think about it. And then I have that side. But if I really worked on this, I could make a lot of progress this weekend. And then I could set it down for a week and work on the minis and not feel like I'm letting this fall behind, you know. So there's that one. And I'm literally going in literally no order at all because I am just doing whatever I want. And I have needles that are just everywhere. That is so dangerous. All right, well, there's that. So this is a project that I'm working on for myself. So it has not gotten any love recently. But it is a pattern I got off of Etsy, and I'm completely blanking on the name. I guess I could try to see if she has it on the pattern. But so this is obviously, well, I don't know if it's obvious, but this is a Bob's Burgers. This is the house or the apartment that they live in. So, why can't I find it? Oh, let's see. It says Bob's Burgers by Skritzel's Stitches, and I don't have a front cover. This just goes straight into the pattern, so I can't show it. But it is a lot. Like this is a lot of stitches. It might not look like it, but holy crap. And I dumbly thought I could make this in a smaller stitch count. This is as small as it should be, and this is probably like a 16. I'm an Ada stitcher. I think I'm way too intimidated by the idea of linen or even weave. And I've looked at pictures and people show diagrams and they're just like, oh, I got this. Like, this makes so much sense. Look at this little diagram. It doesn't make sense to me. You know, nice open holes make sense. I feel like I would just really mess up. But anyways, so then, so I had started Peppermint Purple's black work last year, or 2020 rather. Yeah. And I was doing really well. Every week I was on it. Every week my stitch got done. The day of, it was totally good to go. until March. Because, you know, coronavirus. So, I just completely abandoned this. Just, I had little energy to do anything else other than just go to work and come home. It was exhausting. It was emotionally tolling. It was a lot. And so I couldn't find the energy to pick this piece back up. I didn't really do anything. So then I ended up eventually, once they came back in stock, because, you know, Corona threw everything off. Once they came back in stock, I bought a Switch Lite and I bought Animal Crossing. Which also, this weekend, the new update came out, which is, like, so hard because, like, you want to do all the things at once and you can't. But so, yeah, so I took a very long break from this. I did not touch this again until this year. Because I didn't have it in me. So now, this is where we're at, and I just have to put it down for now. But I'll get it done. I literally... This is on, I think it's 18 count. But so, that's my year of black work. And that is all I'm missing. Just this one bit. And I'd be done. I know you're like, oh, just do it. No. I have to be committed, or otherwise I will just put everything else aside and just be like, all right, this is done. I can move on. And not work on my Christmas stuff. I'm just not going to do that. So then, I started taking her black work for this year to work, and it comes out on Wednesdays. Yeah, because every Wednesday I'm at a different location for work, and so I'd bring this in and I would stitch it during my lunch break. And that was the one day of the week I would dedicate to this, is just getting the block done during lunch if possible. And if I didn't get it done during lunch, I wouldn't touch it again until the next Wednesday, and I would just work that way. It is in a very large hoop, which I think is what deterred me from continuing to bring it to work. So, I think I stopped bringing it sometime in June. But so this is using very cheap variegated flosses from the, you know, Michaels. This is like, I use DMC. I had bought some like other flosses before I started buying DMC, and so I'm using them for like projects for me, like that I just know, oh, this is just red or this is just blue, whatever. But I'm not using them on projects for other people, because I don't want them to potentially like seep color. But so yeah, so that's where I'm at with that one. I really do love it, and I love her patterns. It's just all so pretty. So eventually, once I get the majority of my Christmas gifts done, I'm gonna finish the one from 2020, and I'm gonna start trying to catch back up on this. It'll happen, maybe. And then I have two more little projects in here that I'm working on. So, the downside to bringing your project stuff to work is that you could potentially lose some, which is what I did. So today I'm gonna go to Michael's or Joann's, whichever. A couple towns over, there's one of each, and a Hobby Lobby, which is like, I mean, they have really cool fabric. I mean, they're not my first choice, personally. But so I brought this to work. This is another, oh, you don't even know the other one. So what? So this is a little frog. And oh God, I'm so sorry. I just don't have good lighting. But some of the darker greens. So I was doing this at work. And then I got home. And I'm like, all right, I'll keep working on it. I lost some of the floss. And I went to work, you know, the following day. And it's not there. So I either lost it here at home when I was pulling everything out. And my cats got to it. Because I have 3. And they're evil but adorable. Or I lost it at work. So now I have to go and buy some floss because I don't have it. And I could have completed this if I would have just had the color. And once I realized I lost the color, I lost the motivation on working on this one. So I moved on to another one. But so these frogs are from La Selva Design. So it's a, it's a 2-pack. So I already finished this one and I'm going to show it in a second. And now I'm working on that one. My mother-in-law and my mom both really like frogs. So they're both getting these. But my mom's going to get an extra because she has now decided to steal my animal, which is a giraffe. And she knows it. So she has decided that now she loves giraffes. So I bought a little giraffe pattern from the same place, La Selva. Yeah, okay. And I'm going to make that one. But so, and then for my boyfriend's daughter's mom, I bought from the same person, La Selva. They had a 3-pack of a baby goat, a mama goat, and a daddy goat. And they have a farm. So, and they have goats, and she loves her goats. So I'm going to put them all on the same piece of fabric and then frame it. But so right now I'm working on the mom. And so this one also frustrated me because I didn't put them on white Aida because I thought they wouldn't show up. So I thought, oh, the creaminess will show up on this. No. So, but I've already done so much that I'm just going to go through with it, put them on, and then backstitch with like a really light brown. Something just kind of help it pop. But you can see it. It's very pretty. But until I started putting in the other colors, it was just non-existent. But it's so cute. It's just so pretty. And that's the mom. And so the baby, hold on, I'll show the baby. Like, look at this baby. Like, I love that baby. It's just so cute. But so I'm working on that. And then I have to do the frogs again for my mom. I have, let me see if I can find the giraffe. Because I bought the giraffe too. So cute. Same person. Come on, open. Oh, also I buy digital patterns because I write all over them. It's a really easy way for me to keep track. I just mark it up and then I erase it all. So that's, can you see it? That's the giraffe. It's just so cute. But yeah, so that's that. I mean, I can't say for sure that's all the projects I have. At least what I physically remember that I'm working on that are cross stitch, not like embroidery or anything like that. I think I have everything, and then I have the 2, oh no, of course not, I'm not. So the one that dear Lord, the one that I am doing for my boyfriend is from Stitch It Picasso. So they have a Patreon, and I'm I'm one of the patrons on Patreon. And so they put out a bundle every month, and he really likes gnomes. So I found one of the patterns is a gnome with pumpkins, but it's like fall, so it's not necessarily Halloween. There were some Halloween ones, but I was like, oh no, let's just stick to just fall. Oh God, does this have a front picture? I can't share it because it's just a pattern. But so it's just vines, gnome, pumpkins. So far, we have vine. Lord. There we go. I can't get closer because I'm just going to make a mess. I'm sorry. But yeah, we have Vine. I am clearly doing the parking method, which is something that I learned recently. Thanks, YouTube. But it's been very enjoyable. I just, and the color changes kind of keeps your brain like sparking, which is very cool. I like it. I have to get back to it. And since I took a Nina Minder off the project so I could show it. I bought this off Etsy. I don't remember the person. But it's Prison Mike. And he holds my needle. Boom. So cute. Okay, so the two finishes I have. One I showed with the pattern's name, and so this one's for my mother-in-law. Lord, help me. I'm just gonna, oh, I just forgot I'm gonna make you sick. Okay, but so, there it is. Little happy frog. So cute. And so the other one, oh, I'm so sorry. That's gonna make everyone so sick. Is for Justin. Oh, but so for the frog, real quick, I started on the 15th and I finished it on the 16th because it was very small stitch count, and when I worked on it, I got it done. This next one is for Justin, who found my Instagram, my cross stitch Instagram in a day. Don't, because then you're gonna see so now I can't post the gift that I'm making for him. So I'm gonna rant right here. Do not look further in this video if you don't want to know what you're getting, and I'll be really disappointed with you if you found this video, watched it up to this point, and then kept watching. Okay, so I started this on the 28th of October, and I finished on the 1st, because this is just a project I would work on when I get home from work. So I hand dyed the fabric with aquamarine, which I needed because it is an album cover. Weezer. So I'm gonna put this in a little square frame, and this will be his gift. I just realized that, am I gonna be backwards this whole time? Probably. Yeah, so that reads Weezer, by the way. But so like they have the little detail on their clothing, you know, the little back stitching, the pockets. Like, they're just so cute. So those are my two finishes so far for Christmas. And they still have to get washed and framed and finished. Also, I've never done it before, but I've been watching so many videos lately where people take like these little minis and they make them into little pillows, which if I just followed this little like square around where I grafted out, that'd be such a cute little pillow. And then like the little ribbon, and they put it on the tree. That'd be super cute. So I'm thinking about it, but I really have to watch more videos because I'm not even gonna pretend that I have any clue what that's about. And then if you don't judge me, I want to grab one thing that I did that I'm like super proud of. It is not cross stitch, but it is embroidery. So like, okay. So it is an embroidery, and I did this on Ada because this was like back in the day. I have no idea. I finished it. It's very cute. But it was actually like, because it was such a small count, this was like, I want to say 28 count Ada. It actually just kind of helped me keep my stitches really nice. But so I have no hair right now. I decided to cut it off, but I have had longer hair in the past. Even a couple months ago I did. So I made this for me and my boyfriend's first anniversary. So this is a couple years ago. Oh Lord, I'm just trying to plan for the fact that this is gonna And so this is like a real, you know, bun. And, you know, loose hair. And his hair is also loose because he had longer hair. And his little beard. And then I love like baby's breath. So I put some little flowers to kind of resemble that down at the bottom, and it's in cursive. I love you. So I really love this one. I'm also working on a couple other like embroidery drawing. I don't know what it's called, but that's essentially what I'm doing here. Is I'm just drawing with the thread. I really do love it. It's a lot more time consuming just to make sure that I'm getting the right shapes, but I really like it. So that's something that I occasionally do. Sorry, I just got a text message and immediately yawned at the same time. Oh, but so shush. I'm so sorry. So I did buy, so I don't buy like a ton of stuff. I also, you know, don't have any of those like hand dyed threads or silks or any of that. But I did buy a couple patterns on Halloween. It was like for 24 hours, sometime mid-Halloween to halfway through November 1st. There was a sale on Etsy for Mama Witch cross stitch. So, you know, you buy 4 and it's really like you're buying 2. So who's gonna say no? So I had been eyeballing this for a while. There's a couple. This one is Dance, Dance, Dance. I don't know how good of a... That's a little pumpkin lady and a frog. And then I'd seen this one a couple times and I was like, no. But I ended up getting it. Possum Song. He's just so cute. He's got his little moonshine. Like, how do you say no to that? And then I got Spooky Stories. So much glare. I'm so sorry. I'm like really trying to get you guys to be able to see it. So there's just 3 little frogs sitting at a campfire, just having a good time. One of them is telling a scary story as the other one's making a little s'more. It's just really cute. And then the last one I got from her is called Wicked Siblings. And it's just a little boy and girl pumpkin. Ghost. She's holding a little bone duck. It's just super, super cute. And I'm one of those people, I love like fall Halloween stuff, like all year round. Like I'm not one of those people who's gonna be like, oh, Halloween's over, so I'm gonna put this all away till next year. Girl, I just bought stuff and then Halloween's already over. I don't care. So yeah, you know, I have things that I want to work on. Kattystitches is doing a Christmas stitch along that I want to get at least like 3 more projects done before. Oh, I have one project that I did finish and I don't know where it is right now. So there's that stitch along. Someone else just started it says Christmas jumper, but that's British, so it's essentially like ugly Christmas sweater stitch along. And then there's another stitch along by someone else who it's the words Merry Christmas, and it is essentially, I'm like blanking on who's doing it right now, but it's on Facebook. It is the words Merry Christmas, but it's iconic like Christmas animation and Christmas movies that make up each letter. So far, they've released 2, and I'm dying. Oh, it's so cute. So I want to do that. And then Fourth Circle Studio is doing Cereal Stitch Along. Oh my gosh. You know what? Instead of doing that big project for my sister right now, because I'm not going to get it done, I don't think, I could do the first square of Cereal, and she would love it. Just do that as like a little gift, and then maybe for her birthday, which is in June, I could do the other one, and then I don't feel that pressure to get that one done because it is large. It's very large, and with everything else going on, I don't think I could get that done. But yeah, so you know, I don't have these fantastical hauls. Oh God, girl, I wish I did though. I wish I did, but it would just, it wouldn't be beneficial to me anyways, even if I did have big hauls, because I don't have the time to really dedicate to a ton of different things. So I shouldn't be buying things anyways. I do have some Ada fabric, some like I bought like some Ada fabric from Amazon, and I have some RIP dyes. I have like a camel, a gray, a black, a navy, and I want to make like a nice, almost dirt, grimy looking piece for the cereal, and maybe like some blue fabric for the Christmas ones. I'm not sure, but we'll see. But I do want to dye some fabric, because a lot of my fabric is either that burlappy color or white, and it's nice to have some variety. I've been very tempted to do that Fabric of the Month club, because like my boyfriend does T-shirt of the Month club, so like why can't I? So I'm just playing with things on my desk right now. Why can't I have a something of the month? Which I know I can. It's not like anyone's stopping me, but I feel like I would get overwhelmed with the amount of supplies that I would end up getting before I got anything done. Yeah. I'm so sorry. So, yeah, that's my first Flosstube. I am very awkward. I talk a lot. This is not the permanent setup. This is just me saying, just need to get it done, because I've been saying I'm going to do it, and I haven't. If anyone, because I work in New York, in Westchester County, but I am not from there. I'm from Connecticut. So, any fellow Connecticut stitchers, hit me up. Anyone know of any cross-stitch stores in Connecticut that are not Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby, that are open reasonable hours? Because the ones I've seen are in Darien, which is on my way home from work, but I don't work till 3. And they are open like 10 to 3, 10 to 4. I don't get out of work until 5, 6 o'clock. So that's not feasible for me. So even though I know that one exists, it's like it doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? So I am in the upper Fairfield County area of Connecticut. But I'm willing to travel a decent amount in Connecticut to try to find a nice stitch shop, just to go see, because I see all these videos of people going to like their local stitch shops, and I just don't have that around here. So I'd be curious if anyone knows, if anyone's from this area, if anyone knows of any like cute little stitch groups. I don't know. I mean, do I have a couple hours on a Saturday morning to hang out? I could find it. If I could decide to get out of bed, you know, I could find time. But yeah, that's me. I'm Kat, 33, from Connecticut. I'm a little weird. And I like to stitch. So, you can find me on Instagram. I only have like 5 posts. But it's the same as here, Kattystitches. Katy is my name, my nickname in Spanish. So that's why it looks like it says Kattystitches, which is fine too, because I'm catty. But yeah, so you can hit me up. I'm always down to talk. I do get very sidetracked really easy. So like, don't take it personal if it takes me like 3-4 days. But yeah, so have a good day. Bye.